The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 30, Nasdaq up 60, S&P's up 5.5, gold up $10, trading $18.54 an ounce. We got silver up 92 cents, $22.48 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 32 cents, $41.59 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year right now up 3 ticks, trading 139.20. The 30-year up 18 at 180.27. King dollar's down 172 ticks, trading 94.946. King dollars, folks, going after this March swing low, which is that 94.650. Bottom line is that you've come down dramatically. I expect you have to build some cause to break that down because that is a major swing low. Euro's at 115. The yen is out here trading at 107, and the British pound's at 127 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Stocks, man. Stocks. They just go up, I guess. That's the story that
They just go up. Listen to that.
I say, before I have to joke, right? The story out there with the consulate, of course, being closed for China and Houston, and it's like the market says, guess what? I think the market should go up today versus what we valued it at yesterday. There you go.
You gotta love it.
There you go.
And we talk about the most wonderful time of the year, folks, okay? We got to get over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, Kevin and his team, great program. You want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures. If you haven't test driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, you're sitting on the site. Bring it up. They'll allow you to trade paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. And today, folks, guess what? If you have that Thinkorswim platform, bottom line is that you got to hit Tesla in that expected move because Tesla right now is trading at a price point of, $16.04, and the expected move is $204. Kevin Hanks, what's going on?
Welcome to the world of Tesla, guys.
I'm telling you, man.
This stock, it is incredible. I mean, percentage-wise, think about it. That is a massive move.
I know,
implied
man.
volatility in the front expiration that expires on Friday, this Friday, the 24th.
Yes.
Right, is trading 201. So that implies for the week a $235 move. And I've got to expand my page here to look at all the strikes. And the 1,400 calls with 2 days to go. I'm sorry, the 1,400 puts, $200 below this market are trading $31.50.
Isn't that amazing, man?
$1,400.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, $200 below the market.
I can't wait to see what I suspect you're going to be doing something with that today. I can't wait to see what kind of trades you put on there because that, I mean seriously, right? It's like, insane. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the question is, what's the right way to trade it?
I know.
Right?
Listen, man.
How do you tame this beast? Now, here's the thing that we don't guarantee anything in this business.
Sure.
But I'm going to guarantee you this. It's going to cost a little bit of money to trade. When you've got a put option, $200 out of the money, trading $31, that's going to cost you some money to put on just about anything.
Yes.
Right? But that being said, you can still control the risk and keep it to a bare minimum where people that could never trade Tesla stock. You can hit up on the Thinkorswim platform right now, 100 shares of Tesla. If you were going to go and buy that, cost you $160,000 to buy 100 shares.
Isn't that wild, man? I mean, it's just It's so far over the top. It's insane.
I was saying yesterday to a friend, if you own 321 shares of Amazon yesterday, you're a millionaire, man. Some of these companies, that's how quickly it goes.
Right.
Wow.
Right. I mean, the numbers are big, and this new world that we find ourselves where stocks aren't splitting and stocks just continue to get big numbers, and you're talking about high 3-digit and 4-digit stock prices, this makes options even more important and more vital to the way you want to trade, because a small to medium-sized trading account or portfolio can't trade Tesla. You can't be that concentrated in one of those names, but options allow you to trade directionally or lack of directionally in Tesla and still keep it to a reasonable margin level.
And you know what's amazing, Kevin and folks, okay, so if you just go back a bit, you have equity trading, you have option trading. Once it got broken down, like 95 to 98, actually 95, the equities got cheaper. The options really didn't get cheaper though to trade. And then all of a sudden now the options are free too. That like the options were great before that, but you had to go pay going in and out. Now it's like, okay, we're talking about an aspect that you can have the leverage and the defined risk at a zero cost going in and out. And so it's pretty amazing, man. I mean, it's
the new world we find ourselves in with zero ticket charge and extremely low commissions. Really, the only thing you're paying are the exchange fees that they pass on to us.
Right.
That allows you to make more little trades, and you're not burdened by those ticket charges that used to eat up so much of your profits. Now you've got a free path to make scaling in and scaling out, making small trades, not having to put all your capital into one trade. It allows you there's never been a better time to be a retail investor.
No doubt. And now, after the close too, Kevin, we get Microsoft. I mean, that thing, you talk about taking off like a rocket ship on Monday, man. This was like, it's like,
And guess what? And Chipotle.
Yes.
And Twitter tomorrow morning. Look at the move in Snap today, and look what that'll do to Twitter. Twitter's got about a 9.5% expected move in that name, and that's only a $37 stock. So that's got a big expected move there. So we look at it that way. It's that dollar, that $200 is a sexy number. It catches your eye, but there's a 9.5% move expected in Twitter. Which is only a $37 stock.
And, it was interesting, folks, don't forget, every trading day right here, 11 to 12, it's a great program. Your conversation yesterday about Snap and TikTok, it was really intriguing, because I'm trying to figure out also. TikTok, I suspect, folks, I don't know if it's going to be gone out of the U.S. It's going to be gone out of a lot of places, though. And it's going to be who, it has the advantage because of that, because it's going to be pretty wild watching this thing shake out, man. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. And, it's amazing, Tom, when you talk about social media. It's really, in essence, broken down by your age demographic, right? It's the young kids on Snapchat or Snap, right? It's the older demographic on Facebook. And Instagram has a little bit of everything. But it's amazing how it's broken up into demographics. And that makes Facebook's advertiser a little easier, and Snap's advertisers a little harder.
Yeah, no, listen, when I heard you say, there's no doubt that I would say the young kids using Snap went to TikTok. If TikTok's not there, they're going to go back to Snap. I mean, it's one of those deals, man. It's pretty wild. Listen, folks, 45 minutes from now, check it out. Kevin, you have a great day, safe day. We look forward to the program.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 24, Nasdaq's up 39, S&Ps are up 4. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 26. You get the NASDAQ up 46. S&Ps are up 5.5. And, folks, if you do get the gold report out there, look for an update. We sent out an update this morning, so check it out. And, Tom, we have oil, right?
We sure do, man. We got inventory numbers coming up in about 12 minutes, 10:30 in the morning. What are we looking at? I see you jumping over there. Okay, where are we at?
We have, let's see, so it's the whisper number is a draw of 1.7 million. The survey number is a draw of 2.2 million.
Nice. So oil quite the day yesterday, right, with gold, but pulled back today more than $1 off the highs we had yesterday. We were up at 42.51 yesterday. We're sitting at about 41.39 right now. And, you know, that area like we talked about yesterday, man, we're right at that gap from March 6th. 41.05, I think, is the low of that March 6th day before we cascaded.
Right. So this is going to get intriguing, folks, because what you have here is this. You can see that, you know, now you transfer the oil contract trades on every month, folks. Okay. So the bottom line is that, yeah, you're going to get more volume, but this is pushing with volume, man. So I suspect we're going to basically go a little bit higher. So if that's the case, let's go back to this for a second. So that would mean a bigger draw, right?
Yeah, now jump down to crude, right? Yeah, but it would mean less oil, right? And I could see that actually myself. You know, we'll get into it more. We'll get a guess in there, but then we can talk about whatever.
So let's see. So you got whisper number 1.7. Oh man, okay, 3.4.
A minus?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, yeah, minus.
All right, so we're looking for a decline of 3.4 million barrels. I like it.
Yeah. Hey.
Successfully saved estimates. There you go.
Well, okay.
You know, so it's interesting, right? Anecdotally, one of my friends works in New York City, right around the area. He goes through Grand Central Station every morning, right? This morning, Grand Central Station at 8 in the morning is a ghost town, man. It's remarkable when you look at New York, whether it's phase 4, and he's saying we're coming into phase 4, but businesses are still allowing people to work from home. I was kind of surprised to hear that, you know, right now, with things are going relatively well in New York, even though they're making sure they're going to stay that way, right?
Yes.
But Grand Central empty at 8 in the morning with what's going on, man, at the markets just won't stop. Those two. Now, the other side of that as well, right? One of my best friends, talking about before, they're in credit card processing, right? I'm always asking him how are the numbers, man. They do $1 billion a month in credit card processing, folks. Okay, so this is not a mom and pop. They're all over the country with affiliates. They do $1 billion of processing a month, and they are basically growing on a yearly basis. You're at those numbers. You're seeing differences, right? They're growing rapidly, setting up accounts for smaller businesses that realized they needed to be able to function, whether it's online. Maybe they're just taking credit cards online, right? They're no longer running them in person. Maybe people needed better functionality, so they're growing, creating accounts are there, and they're just seeing a shift from some accounts to others. So the reason why I bring it up in oil is because, number one, that's just great. If the economy's marching on, man, people are coming back, they're spending money, maybe they're spending it a little bit differently. Goods need to be shipped, right? That alone for oil is a big deal. But kind of intriguing to see in New York City, man. People staying home. Grand Central's empty.
And if you're there, you want to go see it, folks. You want to see it empty because it's not going to stay empty for long.
Some of these images, especially early on, right? The streets of New York, the streets of Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Strip, a ghost town. That may never happen again. Only in a pandemic can the Las Vegas Strip be empty at any hour of the day.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here this morning. We'll see whether we get volume inside this market. Oh, look at this thing. Holy cow. First Energy. Oh, that was the one I brought up yesterday. Is that First Energy I brought up yesterday? I don't think so. One second. Hold on. Is that the... No, this is different. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, this is it. Oh, man. It took this is crazy. This took a day. It did. It took a day to do this. Folks, just look at this. This is about as crazy as you get. Tommy, I brought this one up yesterday because what had happened is that in Ohio, right?
Yes.
The Speaker of the House and a bunch of them got arrested.
I saw this.
The fraud is insane. But just look at this for a second, folks. Okay, this news was out. I was on the air yesterday saying it's a $61 million bribe.
Go ahead.
This is crazy. And, now this gives you a lesson that the market doesn't know everything. You get this mantra that, the market always knows everything. Well, guess what? The market, when I was on the air, went from 41 to 33 yesterday. Well, it gapped down another $10 today.
Yeah, and can you go back to the story? It's pretty sensational, man.
Oh, it is.
And $61 million chump change when you're talking about billions potentially, right?
It was. That's right. And what they did is this, folks. Okay, that the company paid $61 billion in bribes.
Million in bribes.
But it was to secure a $1.5 billion bailout for 2 nuclear plants in Ohio. So the poor taxpayers of Ohio, bottom line, got taken to the cleaners like in a monster way.
Speaker of their state house. I mean, he's the most powerful person in the state.
Oh, yeah.
Aside from federal officials. I mean, you almost can't overstate how ridiculous, $1.5 billion and yeah, so the investigation related to Ohio's passage last year of a law that bailed out 2 nuclear power plants and the defeat of a ballot referendum to overturn the law.
I know.
Remarkable, man.
Yeah, throw the key away on that guy, man.
I agree, man. That's just, the amount of hurt and pain that you can cause people when you're put in a position of trust, man, to lead the state, and you're just getting bought out by nuclear power plants, man. That's the stuff that bad movies are made of.
Oh, my God. It blows my mind. I think they can get away with it. That's the thing. It's like $61 million? Really? Yeah. Let's go to John in Philly.
Reed's the worst. Yeah, let's go for it.
Hey, John, what's going on, brother?
Good morning, Tom and Tommy. That Ohio story is kind of funny. I just kind of figure those guys down there in Columbus, Ohio, just didn't want to have those people over there in Springfield, Illinois, feeling lonely due to their corruption. So they're just trying to get in the group. That's all.
That's so true.
Well, they're in there now, man. Exactly.
Say, Tom, I wanted to ask if you would do your price and volume look through on Newmont Gold and Barrick. Just for background's sake, of course, Newmont's stock in particular was outperforming gold on the way up into that the May 18th high.
Yes.
Newmont is backed off, and it's rallying now, but it's still below the May 18th high, whereas gold has now taken over leadership role. So that's the background. And my question is, with that decline from the May 18th high into, June 5th or so, and then the move back higher here, is the volume behavior signaling anything important to you on Newmont, please?
So what you have is this. So what happens, folks, is this. And John set it up really nice. So as you get gold that's going higher, right? At the beginning of gold runs, folks, it's the large producers that get the juice in the market. Once you have the run going, which we do now, then it's the juniors that get the run beyond belief, because what ends up happening, many of those juniors, they were out of the money calls. Though the bottom line is that now they're in the money calls. Here, stay right there, John. As soon as we come back, we'll keep talking about Newmont. We have the market right now. We have the Dow Industrials trading up 30, NASDAQ up 33, S&P's up 3. John, Tommy, and I come right back, folks.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 25, NASDAQ up 21, S&Ps are up 2. We're talking with John. We're talking about Newmont. So, John, Newmont, we're up 45 cents. You put this on a weekly, and the way the weekly's set up is that it's going to need more juice in a big way, not in a small way, So I suspect we're going to have to build cause here to get up and over the $69. You can see that 2 weeks ago we did 43 million. Then it backed down, which was good with 34, right? You can see here, right thus far we have 16 million, so let me just see, 16. Yeah, it's the volume's not going to be bad there, but my take is that it's going to build more cars in order to get to higher price. And I can tell you that in general, let's go over to the dollar for a second, because in general, what I expect we're going to see here, and this is predicated about what's happening with the gold market and silver market in general, we're going after that swing low of March 9th, which is 94,650, and I don't see breaking that on the first time down. And in that aspect, John, I can tell you, in the gold report this morning, I moved out a couple silver equities, because my take is that what's going to happen is that the dollar is not going to break that baby right now. You probably get some kind of counter trend bounce. The S&Ps look to me like they want to go south. If they go south, they're going to take some of these gold and silvers with them. So,
Well, Tommy, I have to share this with you. Having been a member of the Tigers Den and listened to you, especially back in that 2009 through 2011 time frame, when the small miners were coming off that panic bottom in 2009 and then running, I did see you regularly buy into the weakness and then let them have it as they spiked up like they're doing now. So that's been a profitable move for you in the past, so I can see that happening now.
Yeah, and that's on a short-term basis, folks. Okay, the bottom line, these things can't go to the moon. Okay? The silver market did a full ABC structure, so did the gold. It's like, okay, so now what are you going to give me? And it's a tough one, man, because that's on a shorter-term basis, but the numbers were big, so I'm not going to leave that on the table, man. That's the bottom line.
Very good. I'm just going to place a standing request, and that is next week or two, if you see Newmont move with volume, I'd certainly appreciate you just highlighting what you see. But thanks so much.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks, John.
Okay, Tommy, where's that gold? Where's that oil? Let's see what we got here.
I saw quite a number posted in the den there. Pull it up.
Did ya?
All right, plus 4.5 million barrels. We'll see if that's our man Ruby in there. There you go. Crude rising 4.89 million barrels, man. What happened to a draw?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't even get close, right?
Well, I don't think the market did. Nobody in the market got close, man. And right now, I mean, pretty muted. So initially, you saw a trade from about 41.40 down to only 41.20.
Wow.
Interesting thing, the market actually higher back above. We're at 41.52 right now. You're about 15 pennies above where you were trading at coming into that number.
Well, you know what's amazing about that then? What you have, folks, is that as soon as that evidently reaches that 40 number or somewhere near that, they just open that spigots up, man, like crazy, right? Wow. We're not using the other side of it. Yeah.
Oh, no, I agree. It's quite a number, man. Quite a surprise, for sure.
Wow. Unreal. Yeah. Let's go to John in Orlando. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good morning, John.
Good. Hey, I wanted to ask a general question. This is important for all world economy on the vaccine, and what kind of input or what kind of research has Tommy done? He does a lot of research. Who's leading and who's, this is very important, to kickstart the economy.
John,
have any input on that?
If you can figure out who's going to get the vaccine, when they're going to get the vaccine, man, that's the $1 million question.
Yeah.
There's news stories that are breaking every day. The negative side that, we keep seeing, though, is how long, even when you take the vaccine, do you maintain those antibodies? That's the most worrisome thing. We get a lot of good positive headlines. This morning it's out. What is it that Pfizer, BioNTech, right? The U.S. paying them almost $2 billion for 100 million doses if that becomes the vaccine. But the dicey thing here is there was a report out I saw somewhere last night talking about people who get mild symptoms. So you get COVID, you get mild symptoms, you recover, you can lose those antibodies pretty quickly. So we're just still learning a lot in terms of are people getting mild symptoms, and then they actually could lose those antibodies over the period of a few months. Will that make it very, very difficult to get herd immunity? For the vaccine, we may need 2 doses, right? You're seeing these studies where they give 1 dose and then they give another dose 30 days later. That's a lot of logistics when you're dealing with hundreds of millions of just Americans, let alone This has to happen on a worldwide scale. When you see, until the borders remain closed, there's a lot that's going to take, man. The timeline is not that quick from what people hope. That's the one thing,
Yeah. Wow.
So there's a lot, man. It's new.
If you can
look at one
of the vaccine leaders, Moderna, for me, please. I see there's a gap at 78.
Yeah, so you got, the low for the year is $11, the high is 95, and, bottom line is that we'll see where this shakes out. What it did do is that, it got over its last highs last Friday, gets up to 95, back to 80. I mean, if you're day trading this thing, it's one thing, man. I wouldn't be going overnight in this stock. It's, this is, I understand, when you look at the news that, this is one of the leaders and all this, okay, but the bottom line is that they still get 25 people that work for them, and it's like...
Yeah, I see.
And there's just a long way to go. All of these studies, and they've been encouraging, they've been with like 45 people, So now you're supposed to replicate that to the tune of thousands of people, be giving people placebos. Hopefully you see that happen. But then the next question comes is how long you're able to maintain those antibodies. It's a critical question, man, if this is going to work. And headlines keep squeaking out that we're not sure of that. And the one thing is, this thing is changing every few days, if not every hour, man. So it's a dynamic situation. Just keep, the way I look at it is, I'm very open to reevaluating things because it's changing information. We're very early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty, gentlemen.
Okay,
Thank
man.
you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. I would say that on the smaller vaccine companies, folks, okay, what has happened is this, okay, I guess it's the feds have put a fortune behind it. There's no doubt to get this very quickly. But you still got to be careful of these smaller vaccine companies. I mean, Moderna, there's 25 people. It's like, really? Okay, maybe they'll get the job done. But with 25 people, I have a hard time comprehending that.
I think they're a $31 billion company, though, right? Are they?
Oh, yeah, no, and the feds have given them a fortune, to basically develop it because they like the idea. But they've given a lot of companies hundreds of millions also,
Yeah.
The race is definitely on.
BioNTech, they just got a potential $2 billion deal, man, that comes. So, yeah.
Right. And what I think will get interesting here is that the larger drug companies, if the larger drug company sees a smaller drug company, thinks that they might have that breakthrough, I can picture them taking it over before the breakthrough is even there. Because, this is going to be a monster, man,
Yes.
Dow Industrials right now caught a bid that's up 70, Nasdaq's up 27, S&P's up 5.5. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's up 56. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 4. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy every trading day, folks, at forex-trading-unlocked.com. That's forex-trading-unlocked.com. Teddy Cakestad, what's going on, brother?
Morning, guys. How are you today?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Teddy.
It's been a kind of a crazy dollar day, huh? The dollar's seeing red versus almost every currency around the globe today.
There's no doubt. And we're coming into that swing. So what's going to get intriguing, so talk to me, Teddy, because, you know, like, when I look at this, I mean, we know we've been coming down since the 30th. So it's like, okay, man, you know, I suspect in a longer term we're going to break it. But, you know, in a shorter term, it's like, okay, is it really going to be able to blow this low out like ASAP? You know, but hey, we'll see. If it does, it's going to be a big problem for the dollar, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now, you know what's interesting is, you know, back in March, we set the range that the dollar's been trading in for the past 4 months. We spiked high, and we also spiked low in that month. Now, as of today, we're hovering right at that low.
Right.
So I think that if we can settle below that confirms one thing. One, it's a big newer move low.
Yes.
And it's also at the lowest point the dollar index will have been since, like, I think September or October of 2018. So now you're pushing at, you know, a good 2-year low also in the dollar index. So now the one thing that is kind of interesting is that your favorite currency, the yen, that's a range trader's delight right now. The U.S. dollar yen trade for the past 4 months, except for a couple swing trades, has been pretty much a very tight, choppy trade, and it seems to continue to do so. Now the other currencies,
look at it, saved itself this morning, didn't it? Interesting. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know the dollar's actually strong there. How is that possible with what's going on?
Right.
You know. So now it's pretty interesting because we're hitting some big extremes now. The interest rates, remember a couple weeks ago we started to talk about how the short-term curve had already accelerated to its high points that it wasn't back in the 2008 crisis.
Yes.
So now we have the short terms that have all pretty much caught up. Even the 30-year is bouncing near where it was back in the height of the panic, you know, a few months ago, just for the pandemic, you know.
Right.
So the interest rates are pretty much frozen on the short end of the curve. There's a little bit of room on the 30-year, but I was talking to a couple interest rate traders last week, and they told me that March, April, the volume was fantastic. The trade was fantastic. The volume's gone. So that scares me when there's volume that's disappearing in the options and the futures market for the interest rates. that trade is done. That trade is just done. You know, the yen, which is holding like a constant, it's not a flat line. I think it's, you know, the yen, the Swiss, and the dollar are flight to qualities. Where do you look for flight to quality right now? The yen is actually a very stable place right now, you know, and I think that that's something that we're going to see. I'm not looking for any moves or any breakouts there whatsoever, no matter what starts swinging. But I think that, you know, we're due for a correction, for a corrective bounce right now. I don't see anything that's bullish the dollar right now, especially because you have the deals that were signed, you know, for the EU as far as they have their stimulus package now. They made a deal with China a week ago, you know, so the euro seems to be very, very strong. There's no reason right now, fundamentally or technically, to look to sell it. I'd be very leery of trying to fade this bull, you know. Yeah. So I mean, that's really where I'm looking at right now. We don't have any corrective signals. Like I said, the U.S. dollar yen, there's nothing there. I think range traders are going to really, really love that market for the next couple of weeks for sure.
No, I can see that. You know, I love that you brought up the aspect of this bond market because, folks, when Teddy's saying that the volume died in the vine, I mean, I've traded the 10s like so much, it's insane. And the bottom line is that the 10s right now are basically, you know, doing 700,000 or 800,000 contracts. Normally, 1.5 to 1.7 million is normal, and you can do 2 million a day. You know what I mean? It's like there's just no more. You know what, Teddy? This is almost like 30 years ago, man. Right? Yes. 3 or 4 ticks, right? You're in the pit. 3 or 4 ticks, you're going. I mean, it's like
that's exactly it, and that's something that I'm noticing, that pricing is everything when it comes to markets. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, you and I have been trading long enough. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's all buying and selling numbers. Right. But volume is something that's definitely a big deal, especially when it starts to fade off in the major markets. Especially this is not a sleepy summertime market that we have going on right now. Volume should be steady and strong. It shouldn't be thinning. So that means that trade is exhausted. So if the interest rates are exhausted, you know, that means that something's going to pop, and obviously it's unraveling the dollar right now.
Right. So when you have, like, I know the currencies love to trend, right? Mm-hmm. When you come into a major swing like this, right? What is there a rule of thumb, meaning that, you know, you're coming down into this, you know, can you bounce a little off it? I mean, I guess in the context, I know this is a hard question, but in the context, I'm just looking at, okay, even if we go back to, let's see, May of 20, May of last year? Oh, no, we're in July now. May, you know, we were at 100, now we're at 94. And don't get me wrong, I'm bearish on the dollar, but I'm just thinking, you know what, this thing's going to come out of nowhere and probably try to bounce again up to this 95, 700 area or something.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you never want to try and catch a falling knife. Obviously, the dollar bears are starting. I mean, the dollar was only inching lower for a while, and now all of a sudden it's falling out of bed. Yes. We don't have any real major reason to make that happen, I mean, fundamentally or technically right now. So it's almost like, is this the end? This is the last gasp before we get a nice, like, support correction, you know? Right. And I think I would be leery of selling into new lows with the dollar right now. I think that you have to look to maybe sell rallies more than buy dips right now.
I agree. I can, you know, particularly how, I mean, the gold and silver market have had a great run, man. I mean, and, you know, we're extended, and it's a beauty. And, you know, we both know that when, you know, you feel like you're King Kong and that never can go down, well, guess what? Slam.
Right. Well, you know, here's an interesting thing, too, that starts really kind of scaring me is, you know how a couple years ago there was the crypto wave for traders, and it was embracing especially the younger generation? Yes. For the first time in literally decades, I'm hearing these college kids and just out of college, because they're all stuck at home. Right. And a lot of them are sitting on money. And now all of a sudden I hear this, I want to start day trading stocks and options, and if all I got to do is make 100 or 2 a day, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go again. You know?
It's real. Meaning that it's out there. I agree. I had a couple kids say to me, man, well, listen, you know, you're always making money in the stocks. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, no, it's not even close, man. And it's so weird that was the attitude. Like, okay, where did you find that type of attitude, man? It's like, oh.
Well, you know where they found it? We just had a very big dip. these kids weren't in school. All of a sudden, they started to look at the stock markets, and they never looked at these things. So they were looking at cryptos. Now they're thinking, there's blood in the streets. Any genius or moron can make money at buying a good dip or getting along a bull market. What happens when this thing really starts to turn around? It's like Robinhood. I heard some of these kids are like, I'm opening up a Robinhood account. I'm like, don't you know that they just shut down in the middle of a financial debacle just a few months ago? And who do you call?
And
there's no customer support.
Exactly.
You can't get out. Right.
Unreal.
So,
well, listen, man, the education's always great, Teddy. You have a great week, safe week, and we will look forward to speaking next Wednesday.
Thanks as always, guys. Be safe down there. I know it's rough.
Thanks so much. You too,
Thanks,
man.
Teddy.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's up 30, Nasdaq's down 14, S&Ps are off 2. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 30, Nasdaq's down 29, S&Ps are off 3.5. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, right under featured content, you are going to see Rocket Equities and Options. Tom started a newsletter a week ago, Monday. Bottom line, what's it all about, Tommy?
Thanks. So kicked it off last Monday. Crazy, it's a week and a half already, man. It's Wednesday, but this is running for this month. I put out weekly reports every Monday, followed by updates pretty much every day for the first few weeks, couple months as we get positioned for a long-term portfolio, some value equities, some swing trades in there, going to be in there as well, and potentially some option trades. Great time with earnings, great time with some market volatility. The VIX, what are we sitting at right now in the VIX? 20, 25, 26? Yeah. Let's see. 25.69. So a full report out Mondays, updates every day. I'll have an update, I think, later this afternoon for subscribers out there already. And yeah, I encourage people to check it out. Like I mentioned, a full gambit, whether it's long-term, value, segment, and short-term. And for this month, you can become a charter member. I see you over there. Just add ROCKET, R-O-C-K-E-T to the promo code. You'll save $48.50. That's 50% off. So you'll end up paying $48.50 a month, and you can lock that in for as long as you remain a subscriber. And it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So please check it out. Enjoy the month. If you don't like it, cancel. Get your money back. And if you do like it, you lock in that rate. It's good forever, and that'll be the best deal out there, period.
Off to the races, man.
You got it, man.
So this market, this is going to be intriguing here. Watching this, I mean, the S&Ps, man, have been so strong. Yesterday and today, they were just battling. They did not want to go into the red, man. So this is so intriguing. You know, we're down $2. Big deal, folks, right? NASDAQ, NDX 100, different ball game, man. You know, there's some quiet selling inside of there in a big way.
I want it. Microsoft, man. It'll be interesting tonight with Tesla, of course, as well.
Tesla, $204 move.
One day expected move. There you go.
Either way, right.
That's right.
Stay right there, folks. We got Thinkorswim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.